people are always trying to press me on these political issues when I'm at work. Dude, do you want me to square up in this office right now?
Vape? No. Leatherman.
Also, a lot of people think I'm Puerto Rican. Adam.
Okay.
Cue my music.
A well-kept vagina.
This guy's killing rats in our homes, dude. I definitely feel like I go more for the right boob.
Do you have outro music?
Hello and welcome to another edition of Waking Up Woke. It's your boy Isaiah Larry, joined by Cyrus Farr and Adam Tidridge.
Was that weird?
Yeah, I didn't get the "yer."
You weren't expecting it. Was it weird?
I wasn't. Ferda. But so Cyrus, how was your day, buddy?
My day fucking sucked, actually.
Yeah, well, that sucks, man. Adam, how was your day? No, I'm joking, dude. I'm joking. Why'd your day suck?
It's first day back in the office since working from home for the past however many fucking months. And I've been going on site, but I actually had to sit in the office today for a full 8 hours. And my section, my office just got dumb quiet. I used to sit with a bunch of my friends and people. And now there's just nobody there. And I could hear a fucking pen click from the other side of the fucking room. So it was
they didn't give you the option to either hey, you can work from home or you can come in.
Well, now it's mandatory two days a week at least.
Maybe you should just fake the Rona, dude. Just start coughing.
I'm gonna wait on that. I've definitely believe me, I've thought about it. I'm I'm not gonna fake it when they're already be home. When the first week that they say, okay, you'd be back full time, and be like, I don't feel so hot. I'll see you in 2 weeks. But we'll see how that goes. How was your day today?
I did nothing, dude.
That's fun.
It was my day off, so went to the gym, did some laundry, and then I just fucked around on Madden. So
I was very close. I don't have these guys have always been trying to get me to get an Xbox for the longest time. I was coming back from the gym the other day, and and it's a new gym I'm going to, and I see a GameStop, and I was like, let me ponder in here really quick. An Xbox One for $150. I almost walked home with it.
Well, the new Xbox is coming out, so if you were
I know, but you guys said to get the Xbox One.
Yeah. Well, do you remember that one time you did get an Xbox One and you sold it, and then you tried to tell us that you never bought an Xbox One?
I thought it was a dream, to be honest with you. Now that I'm looking back on it, I had an Xbox One for all of 8 days, and then I got a girlfriend, and I think I must have sold it, or I threw it. I don't know what happened to it, to be honest with you.
Definitely
I really
sold
don't.
it, because if you just threw out an Xbox One, I mean, not to be racist, but your Jewish senses would be taken, dude.
For all I know, that I just left it there, and then when my mom sold the house, she just did it. I don't know. She liked to sell. She sold a lot of my things and just pocketed all the money. You know those the jugs that you have full of coins? You have a coin jar, coin bucket, something.
She turned all that in.
I had a fucking huge old whiskey bottle. It was 2 feet tall, and I had half of it was full of coins from all of high school. $200. She's pocketed it.
I am low-key making out like a bandit because of this coin shortage at Javi's, because everybody's just leaving their coins, and I'm not leaving it in my drawer because I have a tip jar, and I'm pocketing those tips. I don't care. He's gonna get them at the end of the
they're doing a keep the change thing?
Yeah, well, yeah,
that's your tip. That's a tip.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
I'm saying people are leaving 97 cents. And
Yo, if you put
$1.
If you put that into the drawer, the accounting would be all fucked up.
Yeah, well, it would just come up as a positive, and it would just go right back to him. I'm just nah, bro. I'm making $60 a week in tips now. So
that's pretty good.
I know, dude.
I would definitely leave coinage.
I'm thinking about setting up. Joey had this idea. He had this idea of having 2 cups set up on my register and saying one says Black Lives Matter and then one says All Lives Matter.
Controversial, but it will make you a lot of money.
Yeah, and people would be like, All Lives Matter. And I'd be like, yeah, brother.
Yeah, whatever way it goes.
Well, not not solidarity.
That'd be
but,
so awkward since you're a black cashier.
Well, I mean, people are always trying to press me on these political issues when I'm at work, and I'm like, dude, do you want me to square up in this office right now? I don't know what you want me to tell you, dude.
Oh, take your 6-pack and walk the fuck out.
It's just crazy, dude. Also, a lot of people think I'm Puerto Rican.
That's dumb.
Well, you're close to light skin.
I know, but with the mask, they're just like, "Oh, ¿cómo estás?" And I'm like, "I don't know a lick of Spanish, bruh."
I barely speak fucking English.
You have like black hair too, so like.
Yeah, and it's got that little curl to it, so people are just like, "Oh yeah,
I could see it.
you're definitely Puerto Rican." And I'm just like, "No." That happened to my barber too. Like back home, Frankie Fades. He
Oh, yeah.
always he always thought I was Puerto Rican, and I just kind of went with it because he always gave me a tighter cut.
Weird.
Yeah, but I mean,
All
hair
right.
was at stake. I needed
Gotta,
it.
gotta use what you got.
So let's get into the first thing we want to talk about today. A little random. Our favorite types of piercings. You brought this up today. I don't know where'd you come up with this? Out of nowhere? About an hour ago, you sent me this one.
Well, an hour ago, I was not watching porn, but I was watching porn at some point through the day, and I saw nipple piercings, and I'm just like, I don't know how I feel about those.
Have you ever had sex with a girl with nipple piercings?
Yes, I have. It's kind of like sucking on a nickel.
Stuck in a quarter. Yeah. Tastes
Yeah.
like a fucking quarter in your mouth.
Not a good time.
I'm a big nipple sucker, dude. I don't know if I have mommy issues, but
That's a question for Freud.
I do be loving sucking on some titties.
No, I'm a
And I don't
huge
know. I just feel like the piercing just kind of takes away from it, you know?
I agree.
no low key. I'm a big fan of the single nipple piercing, just the one.
Yeah, I mean, give me a nipple piercing on the left because I definitely feel like I go more for the right boob because I'm right-handed.
One for sucking, one for
Yeah,
Googling.
yeah.
Wait, her left? Or his left?
No, it would be my right. So her left.
Yes, I would prefer that
Yes.
as well.
I would prefer that too because then I can just be
Wild.
like,
Good for us. Look at us in sync.
fondle, you know?
No, I like that. And so yeah, the nipple piercing is nice. A good belly button piercing is good. And I low key like when they have like 8 in their ear. That's kind of fucking hot too.
You see, I'm a slut for a septum piercing and a girl with tattoos like on the chest. And if you got that septum piercing and you got like a fucking bald eagle across your chest or something like that, I let you do bad things to me.
Same.
I like the septum piercing is nice. I do like. I don't know how much I feel.
Yeah.
Honestly, I haven't really been with a lot of girls that have a lot of tattoos. To be honest with you, for some reason,
I don't
That's-
like a lot of tattoos, but if you're giving me girl with the dragon tattoo vibes, I'm definitely about it.
That's a lot of tattoos.
Yeah, that is a lot of tattoos. You're right.
I don't
No,
know.
I think. Yeah,
But
definitely the belly
That
buttons. I think
question also led me to this thought. Are there clit piercings?
Yes.
Yes. Why don't
as
all
far as I'm concerned, they're a
girls
myth.
have
I've never
them?
seen them.
This may be toxic. This may be toxic, but why don't all girls have them? It'd be a lot easier for me to find the clit if
Oh my God,
there's
it'd be like
piercing
on the map, be like you are here. Like
exactly.
it'd be so easy to find people to find. It's like it's like Braille.
Probably because
Follow the bumps, young sir.
it's just like Braille. It's dark. Don't use your eyes. Use your hand. Figure it out. You know what I mean?
But I was just thinking about that. Like, just mark the X on the spot.
that shit probably hurts.
It's gotta hurt. That's gotta hurt.
Well,
Dude.
and that probably messes up like stimulation too.
Oh, probably.
Yeah, it might not be
But-
good. I don't know.
Sorry, this just popped in my head. Did you know in like Sudan, they fucking cut off girls' clits?
Oh, I don't want to talk about this.
I didn't read a lot into it, but I was listening to this podcast, Flagrant 2 with Andrew Schultz, and they had this guy that's originally from Sudan. And he was just like, yeah, they be cutting off clits all the time. And I'm just like, wait,
Dude.
what? I was in the middle of a customer. I had to stop, look at my Apple Watch, and hit the 30-second button, rewind. Like,
Whoa, run that
I
back.
was like, whoa, go back.
No, dude, I have a story about that. So,
Hold
no,
on.
no, no,
You
no.
can't just say that, Adam.
I have a story about learning about that.
Okay.
So I was in college and I think it was a philosophy class. We were talking about like what we think is morally correct versus like what other cultures think is morally correct. Because to them that's like what they do. That's part of their like moral and cultural like background. So like for us to just like go in there and be like, no, this is wrong. Like it was like a big philosophical question. But like that was me like learning about that. And I remember he like went into like way like too gruesome of detail. about it, and just like how they don't have like correct tools, and how people get like super infected and a lot of people die, and sometimes they have to use like fucking bones and shit. And I passed out in class. I like
What?
it wasn't like a big dramatic pass out, but I woke up like 10 seconds later, like head on desk, and just like woke up and was like pale white and like super sick.
Wow.
Like that kind of shit. Like I guess like any sort of fucking up the genitalia, but especially for some reason like female genital mutilation, like which for some reason I guess a lot of like professors talked about, because it was stuff that was like so fucked up, and they were trying to like I guess spread awareness about it. But I like passed out. And
That's
yeah, it was
nuts.
that's and like I can handle blood, like all that kind of shit. Like I watch horror movies and stuff. That's like something that like fucks me up.
I
That's
mean,
terrifying.
that's
That's what's
basically the equivalent of us like them just wood whittling our tip of our penis.
it's exactly like that.
That's crazy.
And it's just some like witch doctor like fucking does it, you know?
Oh my god! Wait, no, hold on. Bring it back, Isaiah. Bring it back.
Yeah, no, I didn't know they did that. I don't want to know they do that, and I hope they don't do that
Off the
anymore.
cuff, bad news, good news. I got both of them. Don't you worry. Also, in Africa, I think just a majority of Africa, the bad news is, I guess we'll go with the good news first this time.
Okay.
Good news is, in Africa, if you are convicted of rape or you get accused of rape, they will kill you.
Yeah.
Just
They like
straight up.
brutally kill you.
Like, they passed the law, though, so it will go to the justice system. If you get convicted of rape, you'll die. Like, they'll just firing squad, execution
Sure.
value. And then
Unless you're like
if you're
wrongly convicted.
that's the bad news I was gonna say. If you're wrongly convicted, could you just imagine like what's going through your head? Like, how do you even process that?
A bullet's going through your head.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's true. But
Yeah, fucking quick with it.
imagine being Brian Banks or something like that, that 5-star recruit that got wrongly convicted and was in prison for like 5 years, or the Central Park 5 or something like that. Could you imagine just once you got convicted, just boom, you're
I mean,
on death row right
low
there.
key, that happens here sometimes. I mean, they say like this many percentage of people are wrongly convicted, but you never really know how accurate that
Yeah.
is. But yeah, that would be fucking, imagine that, like fucking just death penalty immediately. That's terrifying.
Yeah.
Damn. That was a
And
good
that's good news, bad news for today.
also favorite piercings. That was great for piercings. Little dark near the end, but that's okay.
Yeah, sorry, that just my mind works in mysterious ways.
It's okay. We just needed a nipple piercing in our life. That's all.
Yeah, but if you got a septum piercing and a bald eagle on your chest, my is really Isaiah 6. And on Instagram it's Isaiah Larry. All lowercase.
Okay. We are moving on to our next topic. NFL Week 2 injury report this week.
What a nutty week for injuries.
So I couldn't tell you everybody who was injured, but I know the main ones that people are talking about. Two ones that I even really care about. One was Saquon Barkley, the Giants, tore his ACL.
Well, the Giants do better without Saquon, so
The Giants are going to be bad. It doesn't matter. He could go out there. He could go out there and one leg it, and we'd still probably do better.
I don't think so, because you guys would probably still be trying to force feed him the ball.
Maybe. But so he tore his ACL. So did Christian McCaffrey.
Christian McCaffrey didn't tear
What was
his ACL.
his?
He's got like a high
Ankle sprain?
out for 4 to 6 weeks.
Yeah. So I have Christian McCaffrey in both of my fantasy leagues.
Yeah.
So I don't know what to do about that one. I'm a little concerned.
Yeah, you should be. That's rough.
In my other league, I'm like, me and my buddy run it together, our team, and like we've got this like board set up of like, if we trade this, and like we have 4 injuries. It's like, oh, if we trade this person here and then we switch here and then we get this guy over here, we should be able to fill some gaps here. And it's just like
Jonathan Taylor in your league that you're in with your buddy.
What?
Can you get Jonathan Taylor in your league with your buddy? Because he's going to be a stud, dude.
He's not on my team, but I can check.
If you can add him, I'd add him quickly.
And
'cause
then I think the wildest injury was the one you told me about today, Tyrod Taylor, right?
Tyrod Taylor got his lung punctured by his doctor.
What?
And it was before the
So
game, right?
yeah, before the game, like 5 minutes before the game, he was going to get a shot. But the week against the Bengals or the Browns or whoever they played, he broke like a couple of ribs, and he was going to play through it. Like he was fine. He made it all throughout the week in practice. But this doctor, 5 minutes or like 10 minutes before the game, tries to give him a painkiller shot, so he could play through it and not really feel it. But this doctor apparently put it way too far in, and he punctured his lung. So Tyrod Taylor's like, "Yo, I'm having trouble breathing. I can't I have shortness of breath. It just doesn't feel right." So they take him to the hospital. Justin Herbert balls out for him. Absolutely dot and dimes. Almost beats the defending Super Bowl champs, the Kansas City Chiefs. But a couple days later, it comes out that his doctor was actually the one that fucked up his lung.
Is that proven? Like, how did he know?
Well, because once he
I
went
guess
through
he
all
could
his
probably just
medical
like figure out
treatment.
at what point in the game did he start feeling symptoms of like shortness of breath, things like that. It's like before the
Well,
game.
it was before the game,
And it
so
was like, what treatment did you get before the game? He's like, well, he stuck a 4-inch needle in my rib cage.
yeah, exactly, and he went too far and just hit his lung.
Well, and I'm sure they just like looked at it and was just like, oh, that's a punctured lung, and yeah, it's a needle point that like fucked up your shit.
My thing is like you do these shots for a majority of your life if you're an NFL team doctor. They don't just switch NFL team doctors up like willy-nilly. And painkiller shots are well known throughout the NFL. You've probably done this well over 1,000,000 times. How do you puncture the lung of your starting quarterback nonetheless?
Like, if you're gonna people mess up. I get that. If you're gonna mess up, that is the wrong time and wrong person to do it to that you're supposed to be taking care of on your
And
team.
that's legitimately that's $1,000,000 person right there.
More than that.
More than that.
Yeah.
Like,
More
that's
than that.
that's a couple $1,000,000 lung right there.
And now I'm just thinking,
You
is
just put a hole in it.
Tyrod Taylor gonna sue? Because I would.
No,
Because
I don't think.
now this young buck rookie that just dropped 311 yards on the Kansas City Chiefs is just like, I'm probably gonna start next week too, and I'm probably gonna ball out.
Well, punctured lung isn't too serious.
Yeah, but you can't risk putting Tyrod Taylor in the game next week with a punctured lung.
I mean, if he feels good at practice this week, I'm throwing the fuck in there.
Nah, fuck that, dude. Imagine you're the head coach that throws a guy in with a punctured lung with broken ribs already. You get one fucking blindside hit, punctures that shit even more, dude. Nah.
You think the
He's
doctor's
dead.
fired?
Oh,
Doctor's
he
gotta be
has to.
fired.
He has to be fired.
Doctor's fired at halftime.
There's no way that he still has a job. And if he does, I don't see how any player ever wants to get a shot from him again.
Yeah.
Have you seen those fucking shots?
No, I haven't.
I saw somebody get one. I forget what the fucking called, but it's like kind of like a numbing, like
Cortisone?
what?
Is it a cortisone shot? Cortisone?
Yes, I believe so.
Something
And
like
it's
that.
just like this thing that like it's legal. It like kind of numbs it, just dulls the pain for a couple
And
hours in a certain
No,
area.
it
And like
lasts for a couple of days.
a couple days.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was just for game day.
No, it lasts a couple of days.
So I saw it was for a foot injury, and I saw this fucking guy put a needle in. I'd say that big, 4 to 5 inches through the tip of the big toe, just straight into the foot, like fucking in the foot, all the way through the big toe, past the knuckle, the balls of your feet, into like the middle of his like the bone in the middle of your foot. I've never. He looked like he was in so much fucking pain, like it looked brutal.
That's why.
But it works very well. It really does.
I don't know. I can't believe that. But
Dude, medicine's wild. They'll do a lot of shit for it.
it really will. But
Like-
to get off of that, because now I'm squirming because of that long ass needle going through somebody's foot. So many ACL tears. I know Nick Bosa went down with an ACL. I know Derwin James went down before the season started. Solomon Thomas, another 40. A lot of 49ers getting injured or a lot of people getting injured at MetLife, because I know last week when the Steelers starting guard tore his ACL on MetLife when they were playing the Giants.
It's new turf.
I know.
Not good.
I
That's
don't get
never
why they
good.
go with. I guess turf is cheaper, but I don't
Then
know
what?
why you don't just go with grass, like
You
maintain
can't go
grass.
grass with an open stadium.
Really? No,
It's
because
just
Green Bay does it.
they still do grass.
There's 6 teams in the
New
NFL
I
that still
don't.
do grass.
Oh God, I would never if I was. I don't know who's in charge of that shit. The owner, the stadium. I don't know, but no, that would be so hard to take care of. Like
Yeah, but
especially
at the same time, if you think about it, grass gives you more give.
no
Turf is the
grass is
same.
definitely. It's been proven the grass is better, like to prevent injuries than turf is. But I don't think I would put grass in my brand new stadium.
I
I guess
know.
MetLife's not brand new, but if you're going new like turf grass, I'm definitely going nice new turf. Like
I
fuck,
know Allegiant has grass.
they do have grass. They're indoors though, which is indoors. It's like you create your own environment. Like they can
Yeah,
control the humidity in there. They, you
that's
know
true.
what I mean? They can do whatever the
Yeah,
hell they want.
but I'm pretty sure Lambeau has heated fields. Like
They
heats
might,
their field, you know? So
yeah,
and they're if you let that grass like get that cold, it's gonna be like playing on an ice rink. On a
yeah.
hockey rink
Well,
in a hockey
they
rink.
Lambeau has the heated fields like that, and Buffalo made too, just because of how much snow they get. They kind of have to. I don't know if MetLife would need that. MetLife doesn't get that much
I
snow.
know, but I just think grass is a safer move at that point.
I think
You
I'm
know?
like, I think I'm like 10% faster on turf, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I get like you could be faster, but at the same time, you're not going to be very fast if you're tearing your ACL.
I'm arguably 1,000%
I'm
slower with it.
arguably a thousand times faster with a torn ACL compared to a
No,
non-torn.
I'm 1,000 times slower with a torn ACL, most likely, I'd say.
So, but who else tore the? I totally forget, man. A lot of injuries though.
Dude, I
A
feel
lot of
bad. The
people. I
49ers are
thought.
fucking.
Oh, go. Sorry.
I said the 49ers are freaking out. Like, how many guys they fucking lost playing the fucking Jets? Like, get
I
out of here.
know they
Like,
lost 3 guys. I know. I know that Raheem Mostert, he didn't tear anything, but he's got a PCL injury or
yeah.
MCL injury. Shout out MCL tear gang.
Drew
Um,
Lock got hurt.
Drew Lock, rotator cuff, he's out for a while.
Oh, I love Drew Lock on the Broncos, but we still that. You know what that means though?
What?
The boat.
The boat. Blake
Blake
Bortles is
Bortles,
back,
dude. Blake
baby.
Bortles is back. He's the
Oh,
boat.
I'm so excited.
That's gonna be fun to watch.
I know. I'm so
He's
excited for him to
one of
come
my
back.
Also, but my favorite game this week is definitely Thursday Night Football. Dolphins, Fitzpatrick against Jags, Minshew Mania. That game is going to be. They're calling it the mustache versus the beard, and the beard was already shitting on the mustache. It's going to be a good game.
Gardner's dealing. I'm surprised with how well the Jags are actually playing because it
He's
seems
a
like they
good
went.
fucking quarterback. He's one of those guys that on paper looks so. Coming out of college, going to the draft looks so, but he just makes plays and he's not perfect, but he's one of those guys that like he'll make a ton of mistakes and then he'll make a ton of huge plays and he's so much fun to fucking watch. He's
He
got so much
could.
personality to him.
I saw a stat that he could be the first NFL quarterback in history to throw 3 touchdowns in 3 straight games. So
Really.
I might hammer that bet.
He's a good dude. He's my fucking guy. That guy he's the GOAT. Dude, this past offseason, or maybe it was one of these off seasons, he literally just took a regular ass RV and just traveled across the country and just like
Yeah,
hung out the entire time.
I believe it. Well,
Like,
I assume I hope he'd be throwing the football a little bit.
nope, not even. I hope he wasn't at all.
You're crazy, dude.
I mean, he was just off. He's like, I'm not playing. He's like, it's the off season. I'm not playing fucking football. Fuck that. I think that'd be fucking hysterical.
No, but I'm definitely hammering the Jags for
Yeah.
tomorrow night. So
All right. Okay. So we're moving on to our next topic, shit list.
whoop.
Woo. Mine. I've had this one written down for a while. I had this in college. This is where I came up with this one in college. It really pissed me off. The people that go to like little cafes to do work, like homework or fucking shit like that. There's any kind of work in like cafes. And I've noticed it here in the city is just even worse than it was at school.
Well,
Like these places are fucking.
you have all these people trying to write for SNL and shit. So where else are they going to do it? Their
So
apartment?
many
No, they need to
creatives. I
be
hate
out.
creatives.
They need to be
Like
out in the world experiencing life to write about comedy.
yeah, because standing in a fucking Starbucks that has 40 people in line while you're at a table the size of a napkin trying to write
Well,
this thing.
imagine you went to Starbucks and the one day you don't go to Starbucks, some Karen walks in and you couldn't write that down for a funny for funny like TikTok or something.
I think if you're the person that goes to little cafes to do work, you might as well walk in, sit down, get your little frappuccino coffee. Fuck you, Starbucks. Take the Instagram picture and walk the fuck out. Go
I don't
somewhere with
know.
some
I
real
think it's
fucking
one of those
space.
things like where maybe you just can't work inside your own house because there's too many distractions. Or like when you were in college, like you probably didn't always want to work in your house because there were,
So
let's drink, let's booze, let's
there's so
snort a
many
lot of fucking
libraries and school
Adderall.
buildings to go
Let
to.
me go to the library.
This is kind of more of a college thing when I came up with this because like there's just so many better places to go to do work. Like the Starbucks on campus, the one Starbucks where most people went to get their coffee on campus was like always jam packed,
Yeah.
always packed because there's not many places to get coffee. So everybody's going there, especially during times when people are studying, like during finals and shit. And I've seen people get to Starbucks like when they open so they can secure a little table and work there during the day. I'm like, you're fucking crazy. The amount of places on this campus to fucking work, and you're gonna clog up this fucking Starbucks when people are trying to get in and out as fast as possible, and you're just taking up space. Just take up space somewhere else. This is not the area to take up space to do your fucking work. You can do absolutely anywhere else. Take your Instagram picture, get your likes, get the fuck out.
Okay. All right, dude.
See, Bloomsburg's Starbucks was also connected to the library. Like they were like the same building. Like there was no door. Like it was just you're in the Starbucks and you take a couple steps and you're in the library. So like I think that was I think that was the thought for a lot of people is just like fuck there's no room in the which my library there was always it was always fucking packed with people. And so I think some people were just like, oh, I'm just going to go to the Starbucks and grab a table. But I do hate when people like it's one person and they take up like a 4-person like spot
Yeah,
in that cafe.
that's annoying.
It's like
That's
some
like the
people wanna,
worst part about this. People that do that.
Yeah, it's like some people wanted to like chill and enjoy their coffee and like you're just sitting there like typing out a fucking term paper. Like get the fuck out of here. So I do get that.
Okay. Last minute shit list. I didn't think I had any, but then it came into my mind. I'm taking a page out of your book. I'm hating on TikTok.
Let's go. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got?
All right, dude. So I've been back on TikTok deep lately, and one of the trends that I've been noticing, or at least I've been popping up for my For You page, are people like recording their breakups or them getting cheating on. And I'm
I
just like,
hate those.
why the fuck are you doing that?
I saw a 6-part series about how this guy was like trying to get or like catch or like he caught his girlfriend cheating and he was like, oh, I did all this and then this happened. And then I did this and I'm on this 12-month ruse to finally get her because I caught her cheating. I'm like, what are you doing?
Why are you airing this out to the public? Like you just got and you want everybody on social media to know?
So like is that gonna make you feel any better?
Oh, I'm a cuck. Give me some likes.
Like no, it's fun. I agree. I hate those. I literally saw a 6-part series about this guy and how this girl cheated on him, and he's like, this happened and this happened. He's like, I'm gonna get her back by this way, and I'm gonna say we're planning to do this thing. I'm like, what?
And I think the thing that pissed me off the most when I saw this was literally a video later. The guy was just like, "Oh yeah, so my friend ended up getting back with this girl."
Like, bro.
You can't if you're gonna TikTok break up with somebody, like record that kind of
shit's
stuff.
Over, bro.
It's
You're
done.
not doing it again.
Or what's
Put it
also
out on social media. Now you look like the biggest dummy out here, bro.
or the ones where like they set the
fuck
camera.
You mean you're going back?
I saw ones a while ago where they like set the two girls, like a girl set the phone up in the car and their friend will get in and she'll just like be like, so you're fucking my boyfriend, right? Out of nowhere.
Yeah.
She'll be like, what? What are you talking about? She's like, you're fucking my boyfriend. And she just keeps looking at the camera. I'm like, do you even care? You're just taking a TikTok. Do you even care about this guy? It's like fucking crazy to me.
Dude, I just don't get how I can't possibly put a thought to it. Like, first of all, I'm already feeling like an idiot because this girl cheated on me. I probably opened up. I probably trust issues are coming back full force when I get back out in the market. Like I ain't going to let anybody in for at least 2 years. So you're going to put it out on TikTok and then you have the nerve, the audacity, the pure unmitigated gall to say, nah, baby, I need you back. No, fuck her. Fuck you. You're a bitch. You're a poser, bro. You did it for likes. Your girl probably set that shit up. You probably said, yo, my boy, Go hook up with my girl. It's all good. We're in an open relationship, but I need some likes on the talk. And you're a bitch.
And it all goes back to these kids doing anything for likes. It's so bad. So bad.
It's crazy, man.
Make sure to like, comment, subscribe on our video, by the way. Thank you. Anything for likes, though. Okay. So now we're going to move on to a new segment we're going to call Life 101, where I'm going to teach Isaiah something. It could be literally anything, something random, a fact, a thing that people do, something
I'm
that I
really
read.
excited to see how this goes, just because he knows I'm going to be very, very bullish.
Very what?
Standoffish.
Why?
I don't know. I just don't. It already seems like you're talking down to me, and I already got my hands up, bro.
No, this isn't like I'm not gonna make you feel like you didn't know anything like an idiot. This is like something funny that I read that like it actually makes kind of sense and like taught me a little bit of something.
Okay.
So this is a question I found on like a forum, and some guy responded to it. So the question was, how do weaker inmates survive in prison?
Oh, you hold the pocket of a stronger male.
Hold on. So this is answered by Christopher Cheney, artist, thinker, builder, creator, and challenger.
Dude, I hate these guys, bro.
He runs a media company. I was like, this can't be the guy, because it literally starts out with, I've done 17 and a half years. And he goes, always maximum, supermax, and high medium prisons. So a ton of blood and guts. So he explains the deal with like new inmates. So the new inmate automatically links up with their race, right? So if you went to jail, you're new, regardless of who you are, what you've done. You're gonna link up with all the other black guys in the prison.
Pause. Since I'm half black, if I shave my head, do you think I could get in with the whites?
No.
No? No shot?
I think any sort of melanin, you gotta go.
Another pause. Can I get in with the Puerto Ricans?
Probably. See, there you might want to just I don't know. Yeah, you might just want to try to. Depends where you want to go, but you don't really know. So this is what happens. So you pretty much you eat with them, you hang out with them, you chill, and those are the only people you really see.
It's like
so
prison
the
break.
group protects their own. So like, and he says the example he uses is a weak white guy comes in, the fellas meet him, check out his background, make sure he's not a snitch or skin beef, which is in for like child molestation or things like that. And if he's clean, they hook him up with a job and hygiene pack and maybe a pair of tennis shoes, etc. And then they suggest that, quote, he should start working out with them. And then the weak kid starts doing 100 burpees a day, running laps around the track with the rest of the group. He's no longer the weak kid. He's put 50 pounds of solid muscle on. He's one of the group, and that will tell all other races, back off the next new kid. He's one of ours. And so the cycle continues. So apparently it's a crazy workout regimen, and your group is based on your race. And that race basically tells you if you go in and they see that you're weak, they're not going to immediately shit on you. They're going to be like, yo, if you're going to be one of us, get fucking jacked. So I guess if you're weak in prison, just get jacked.
Prison is just the Marine Corps.
I mean, a lot of the same.
The workout regimen, man.
Yeah.
What?
That you're only as strong as your weakest link. So
I mean, they're not wrong. Yeah, it's like if you're going to be in their group, and apparently everybody's in a group or gang, as they call them in prison gangs.
I like to refer to them as cliques.
Prison clique.
Dude, honestly, the way this guy words it, he doesn't use the word gang. Like he calls them the fellas. Oh, he says they automatically clicked up with his race. So maybe they are cliques.
Yeah.
So maybe you taught me something.
I do be listening, bro.
So now do you know what to do if you go into prison and you are weak?
No, because I'm half black. I don't know where I'm supposed to go.
No, you definitely go with the black or the Puerto Ricans because you look Puerto Rican, I guess, which I didn't think you did until today. Known you for 8 years, but apparently I guess you look Puerto Rican.
And honestly, I'd probably have a leg up already because I could break my glasses and that could be a shiv.
Do they let glasses? Yeah, they definitely let glasses in jail.
Yeah.
How that works, though.
They just can't let me be blind in there. I could just get, not to sound redundant, I could just get shivved at any moment. I need to be able to protect myself.
But I would like to thank Chris Cheney, like we said. He runs a media company. They produce 3D modeling and animation, some 3D printing. He's an audio engineer, lives for music, studied technical theater, especially in lighting.
Hey, Reddit people, forum people,
Foreign people are wild.
just stop listing your fucking resume in your fucking titles. I'm sick
Yeah.
of it. Because I
So this,
immediately do not think you're telling the truth.
what
Because
if
if
you
you
list your,
have all these things before you start typing, just tell me you went to prison for a little bit, and I'll believe you, dude.
that's
Don't
what's
tell
crazy.
me
Like when I
that
looked
you're
at
an audio engineer.
when
I
I looked
also
at this
dabble
guy's
with
like,
fucking plants on the side, dude.
when I looked at this
Stop
guy's
it.
profile, I was like, wait, was he the one that asked this question or was he the one that answered it? Because it literally just opens up with, I've done 17 and a half max security. I'm like, whoa, like, holy shit, Chris, relax. But so that was our life 101 segment. So I'm going to teach you something and try. I kind of like that one. I'm going to see if I can teach you other things. And we'll both become
Here,
more
let me
educated.
give you a Life 101 segment. Ready?
Okay.
If you hold your pee every once in a while, it will make you last longer in bed.
I got to pee right now. So
Hold it.
here we go.
Kegels.
I had to pee since we started.
Also, guys can do Kegels too. I don't know if you knew that.
I didn't know that, but now I do.
Yeah, whenever you like tighten that asshole,
Yeah, it's like clenching
and
your taint.
when you clench your taint, it will clench your urethra. I think that's what it is, and it will make you stronger, and it will help you help you hold your pee longer, and it will help you last longer in bed.
Well, I don't know about like because I don't know if male Kegels are like have to do with the urethra. I don't know about any of that. Like I always thought it was like I thought it was like kind of like in your taint area,
Oh,
and then it like
I'm sorry. I didn't know this was your Life 101.
No, I'm sorry.
Did you
Just
go to
from what I
biology?
heard, I thought it was. I don't want you to sound like you're.
Oh, so you just want to shit on me instead?
No, I just want to make sure you're giving.
Yo, he's the professor. We're learning.
This is crazy, man.
I can't believe he just did that.
You could have fact checked me
Did
after
he
recording.
did he just mansplain something to you?
Yeah, he did.
He just mansplained. Adam, you're a mansplainer.
I didn't give you a butt actually though, and that's the
You're
worst.
you're probably an incel gaslighter too.
No, that's
And another toxic trait that we have to discuss here: mansplaining. Adam, take it away since you're so adverse, since you're so well spoken in it.
Well, actually, mansplain.
Canceled.
Yeah,
Got
he was just trying to mansplain. Anyway,
Got him.
so that's our life 101.
Sorry.
It's okay.
And we're gonna wrap it up today with just a very quick last one-liner segment
Motherfucker, Brian.
because it's fucking hilarious. We're gonna call it "Shit This Guy Said." I'm just gonna find the funniest fucking comment on any kind of page, forum, whatever that I can see that somebody said. It was fucking hysterical. So this comes from a guy that we talked about last week because after we stopped recording, I read more of his responses and I saw probably the funniest fucking thing I've ever seen in my life. And Isaiah told me not to tell him so I could get his true reaction. I didn't tell either of you, so I get the true reaction of this fucking guy. So if you remember, his name was if you're an avid listener, you remember from last episode. This guy's name was Brennan Howard, organic chemist, pest control chef.
Brandon Howard. That's even worse, dude.
For real enthusiast, right? So organic chemist, bachelor's in biochemistry and chemistry from Colorado Boulder. Lives in Colorado, right? So most of the questions that people ask him on this forum is like chemistry questions, shit like that. And somebody asked recently, January 15, 2020. What does happiness look, sound, smell, taste, and feel like to you? And Brendan answered, I hope I don't offend by my answer. I'm just being honest and not facetious or dirty. A well-kept vagina on all sensory levels. My heaven. Please don't judge me too harshly on my response. You did want to know. We're not even going to discuss it either. That guy fucks.
You can't leave me on that note.
A well-kept vagina on all sensory levels. My heaven. Brendan. I couldn't find any weird other answers. Like I looked for other weird ones to see if this guy was a weirdo. They were all normal, like something you ask your chemistry teacher. And then this guy's a fucking weirdo.
This guy's killing rats in our homes, dude.
He says, on all sensory levels, my heaven. What? Come on.
We willingly let this man play with chemicals.
He answers a lot of questions about salt, surprisingly. Very weird.
Salt?
A lot of the questions were about salt. Like difference between certain salts.
Well, I'm fucking salty. He's allowed to walk this earth a free man, dude, so.
Brendan Howard. Well, thank you. And that is shit that guy said. Thanks for listening, guys.
Bye.
I'm leading myself on. Do we all die? Save me from myself. Take my broken heart when you leave. Next time it won't be on my sleeve. Oh, oh. Pleasantly distracting me. Now only in my memories. Broken glass is shattered here. The imprint of my broken mirror. And now all I can hear are the echoes of fear. I never asked God to make me like this. You were my escape. I thought you were my fate. And don't forget that we all die. I'm already dead inside. No matter how we try, we won't make it out alive. There's a rooted sadness when my mind is compromised. My soul is not the problem, but it's haunted by my mind. Haunted by my mind. Remember, life is hard, but you're stronger than this. Don't quit when no one really knows why do exist. You were my escape. I thought you were my fate. And don't forget that we all die. I'm already dead inside. No matter how we try, we won't make it out alive. Be my four-leaf clover. Plant some flowers by my side. This world goes on without you if you let it pass you by. The daylight's burning. Doesn't stop to wonder why. Stop to wonder why. People carry burdens in this life that we're learning. No one has the time to see you crashing and burning. Louder the comfort of ignorant bliss. Self-awareness caused me to miss new friendships made, or lovers to kiss. No one forgets that we all die. It's in the back of all our minds. But the impact of our lives is all we have to leave behind. So when we fly, we kiss this world goodbye.